Hello and welcome back to the recap on Women's Football Talk, where we look back at all the weekend's action and talking points from across the world of football. Now, before we get into today's video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell as well, so you never miss a video of ours, and that you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. So as we said, it was the Conti Cup here in England last week, so we'll get onto that a bit later, but let's have a look at all the games that have happened across Europe. And we'll start in Liga F in Spain, and it was a massive win for Barcelona over Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium as they put 6 past Atletico Madrid. It started with Ana Maria Senegorcevic scoring after just 4 minutes. Then they doubled their lead with Mapi Leon scoring a free kick. Athletic did score a goal in between the two Barcelona goals, but that wasn't enough from a penalty spot. Mapi Leon's free kick was absolutely outstanding, and definitely one that you should go and watch if you haven't done so already. And then so 2-1 at half time. They scored 4 more goals in the second half, with Salma Paralluelo scoring a brace, Ingrid Engen getting on the score sheet, and Lucy Bronze scoring her first goal since moving to Barcelona this past summer. Again, as expected by many, Barcelona continue to dominate Liga F this season, winning all 10 games, scoring 43 goals, and have only conceded 3 so far. So Atletico's result sees them down in 4th, which was only their second loss of this season in the league. So it's going to be very interesting to see how long, if at all, it will take them to recover to get back to winning ways. On Saturday, Real Madrid beat Alhama 5-1, with Caroline Ria being amongst the goal scorers at the Estadio Alfred Di Stefano. Again, Madrid looking a lively team, and a team that could obviously take Barcelona all the way in terms of challenging for a title, with their only loss coming against Barcelona so far, and they have also drawn a game. So 8 points behind Barcelona at the top of the table, but it's definitely going to be an interesting race the rest of the season there. And then the other game involving a top 3 side saw Levante put 5 past Sevilla. So all the top sides this past weekend in Liga F winning with big goals amounts. So it's very interesting to see how that plays out. Obviously, many expect Barcelona to go the season unfaltered and without dropping any points, but will it happen? Obviously, it remains to be seen. So now over to the Netherlands and looking at the Eredivisie, and it was a big win for FC20 as they managed to beat Ajax 3-1 to go to the top of the league and look formidable as ever. And this time they managed to do it without Fennekarmas getting on the score sheet for FC20, so they have now won all 8 games that they have played this season, and that was Ajax's first loss of the season. But Ajax have played a game more than FC20, but they do have the same amount of points, so that is why FC20 are top of the table as well as goal difference, so that's a good win there. PSV managed to beat Feyenoord by 3-1 at the Philips Stadion, where the Champions League final will be held later on this season. So good win there for PSV. Elsewhere, Fortuna Sittard beat VV Alkmaar 4-0. PEC Zwolle beat Telstar 1-0, and Den Haag beat Heerenveen by 3-0. Over in Germany, and Bayern Munich managed to beat SGS Essen by 2-0, with Lena McGall being amongst the goal scorers there for Bayern Munich. And over in Cologne, as they played Wolfsburg, it was Wolfsburg that won 4-0, with Marina Hegering scoring a brace, as well as Alexandra Popp also scoring 2 goals there. So the two of them are having a close fought battle. Obviously, there's Eintracht Frankfurt in between them as well. But so it's got a very good heated race at the top of the Bundesliga in Germany. And speaking of Frankfurt, they beat Bayer Leverkusen 1-0, with Laura Prasnica scoring in the 93rd minute there to secure all 3 points for Leverkusen. Over in France, and Lyon left it late to find a winner against Paris FC. They were 2-1 down for a long period of time before Wendy Renard scored her second goal of the game, and then an 80th minute winner from Delphine Cascarino was enough for Sonia Bompas's side to pick up all 3 points this past weekend. PSG managed to beat Guingamp 1-0, with Keriadatu Diani scoring the sole goal in that game, and Bordeaux managed to beat Soyo Charente by 1-0 as well. So Lyon continue to dominate as always in the French division, and I would expect them to continue to do so for a long way, but they do have only a 2-point gap over PSG. Over in Italy, and it was wins for Sassuolo against Sampdoria yesterday. Juventus dropped points by drawing 1-1 with Como, and the big result of the weekend saw AC Milan put 6 past Fiorentina. So that's a big result there for AC Milan. And then finally here now we can look at the Conti Cup action here in England, and it was wins for Aston Villa against Durham, with Rachel Daly continuing her goal scoring form. West Ham beat Birmingham City by 2-0. Liverpool beat Blackburn 1-0. Charlton beat Bristol City. Manchester City put 3 past Sunderland. Tottenham put 5 past Coventry United. Reading beat Southampton by 3-0. Lewis beat Crystal Palace by 4-1. Brighton beat London City 2-1, and then on Saturday Everton managed to beat Sheffield United 3-0, with Katja Snuish being amongst the goal scorers for Brian Sorensen's side, scoring her first goal for the club since her move this past summer. So that's all the games looked back at from this past weekend, and we'll have some more games coming up over the course of this weekend. We're back to league action here in England, so obviously any more talking points we'll have a look there. The FA Cup third round draw takes place later on tonight, and the only reason I'm mentioning that is because yesterday fourth tier side Newcastle United set an attendance record of fans attending a game outside of the final, which was absolutely fantastic to see. Over 28,500 fans were at St James's Park yesterday to see Newcastle's 2-1 victory over Barnsley Women. So that was absolutely fantastic to see there, and long may it continue, and let's see how many other sides can get close to that or even break that record in the coming season. Right, that is everything. We'll be back later on this week to preview all the weekend's games and react to any of the talking points from this week. As I said, make sure you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the news and stories as and when it happens, and follow us on our website wftalk.com, where we release articles about any of the breaking stories. So until then, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and to turn on the post notification bell. And until next time, we'll see you soon.